Good afternoon. I'm Trooper Cole Ruckstuhl with the Texas Department of Public Safety.
And I'm Rachael, a concerned citizen.
And we're here to talk to you about gun safety.
That's right.
Because gun safety is no laughing matter. Gun safety is what every person that owns a gun should know about.
And I own a gun.
She knows about it. All kidding aside.
That man killed my mother! He killed my mother!
Sir, we're going to have to ask you to step back off the film.
No, arrest him. That'd be funny.
I don't have my cuffs on me, otherwise we 1050 running around.
Okay.
Alright, anyway, we're here to talk to you about gun safety because gun injuries are one of the leading causes of death of juveniles in the state of Texas.
In the state of Texas.
It's a big state, so that's a lot of statistics.
And statistics are God's gift to the world.
Sir, we're going to put a restraining order on you.
Excuse me?
A restraining order. So gun safety.
Again.
Guns are a necessary thing for those that hunt.
Let me just tell you that I was about to do something. I was about to pull these pants off and just go with these, but I forgot
Sir.
that I was still hanging out from when I pissed in the boat.
We're filming.
Hold on, get the damn cookie. That would been bad.
A lot of us hunt and fish.
I hunt and fish.
In the state of Texas. And gun safety is a necessary concern not only for shotguns, but for handguns as well. Because I know that there's a lot of people that own handguns for their own personal protection. Now, Rachel, you've used a handgun on your own personal protection, correct?
Yes, I have. In fact, I have an interesting story about that. One time I had a gun. Now, I had this gun for 5 years, and I hadn't used it. I hadn't done anything with it. One day, this man, for no reason, walked up to my door and knocked on it, and I said, "Sir, I'm going to have to ask you to back away from my door." And he did not back away. So what I did was I opened it with that gun pointed to his face, and you know what? I never saw him again.
Because he's buried under my front porch.
It's important situations like these when a handgun is necessary to deter the criminal.
Bitches.
The criminal only has so much confidence, but when looking at the muzzle of a gun, he goes ahead and hightails it on out. So today we're here to talk to you about the proper operation of a handheld gun.
Said advice is not accurate when dealing with suicide bombers, kamikaze jet pilots, and terrorists.
Sir.
Simple public statement.
Sir. First thing that you want to notice on this weapon is that it has a safety right here. You want to make sure that that safety is on at all times unless you're prepared to use this weapon.
Now where in jackknife is my phone?
Sir! See, what we just demonstrated right there is an improper way to use this weapon. You should not point it at people unless you're prepared to shoot them. Because when you do, consider the fact that it is a felony in Texas to shoot people. We're putting the death penalty to the express lane. So, we want to show you that the safety needs to be on before you put the magazine in. Most magazines operate under an 8-round chamber, or 8-round magazine. If you have a police weapon, number one, that's illegal unless you're an officer of the law. Those hold 15. So you want to load the magazine into the butt of the gun.
But
there's a safety release right here that will drop the magazine
this
out.
is not to say that Trooper Cole Ruckstuhl has any experience loading anything into the butt.
The safety release simply pulls the magazine out. So we're going to go ahead and load it up.
Just drinking a beer on a public safety commercial.
I'm a conservative.
It's okay. She's
I'm
redneck.
drunk.
She's from Louisiana.
I thought you guys were from Texas.
Well, we are, but she's from Louisiana. She grew up in Louisiana. You know it.
Okay,
It
sure.
I
happens.
currently live in Texas, but you know.
Now I have a question. Was the story you told, did that take place in Louisiana or in Texas?
It actually took place in Texas.
When was that?
5 years ago, like I said.
Thanks for calling the story, Chief. This right here is the chamber.
Fire!
That's kind of mean. Like, what if that would hit my toe?
Only you can prevent forest fires. Smokey the Bear.
Cole saw his grave.
I did.
What name did you get this back?
Actually,
In order to
we can't even prevent forest fires anymore. You know why,
Global
Rachel?
warming.
Global warming.
in order to get around into the chamber, you must pull back on the shaft. Now you're ready to go. The only the only thing left is to pull off the safety. So the safety's off, and you just go ahead and ah!
This is what we do in Texas.
The next thing that you want to
Thank you
do.
very much.
The next thing you want to do is
The end of the day.
holster your weapon and check for a pulse to see if he's dead. If he's not, you gotta put another round in him.
If you do, I'll put a beer bottle up your ass.
Okay, demonstrate proper arresting procedures without handcuffs.
With Jeffrey.
Not with me, with Luke.
Hell no, I'm gonna take a shower.
Well, you simply just take the safety off. Get on it.
Don't
You
you-
aim.
I don't want to.
At a non-essential part of the body,
We're gonna go
i.e.
hit.
the testic region.
We're gonna show simply the proper way to shoot this weapon at the airstrike target right there. Point the weapon.
Hospice.
Now you fire.
Homer. Homer Mendon.
Remember, always to support your weapon so that the kickback does not harm you. One of the most important facts is that if you pull back on the shaft and you dump the magazine out, it doesn't necessarily mean that there's not a bullet in the chamber, because I can still shoot one. Just like that.
You should know
Gun safety.
the entire gun safety video was created because of that one example.
It was. Because you always need to make sure that there is not a live round in that chamber. Now let's take a look at the target, shall we? Looks like we got a pretty much dead on number 9 right there. Now, a number 9, anywhere in this black area you see, it could represent a person's heart, a head, you know, a headshot. It's a good shot. It's just that good.
Give him a hard hand.
It's good.
It's a good shot.
It's a good shot.
It is apparent that we did not check the pulse accurately on this man, because he would have been dead by now.
Watch this drive. Should that change? I mean, like, take a shower.
I don't have to.
It was
I was
empty.
just getting the warm clothes.
No, let it change. No,
Right.
Now arrest him.
So Rachel,
like fish. It's like fish.
you tell us a little bit more about your story.
Well, my story is simply this. I was born in Louisiana. And then I moved to Texas. Upon which I purchased a gun. Had I never purchased that gun, I would have probably been shot
Or sold the Bible by a Mormon book salesman.
or, you know, in some way harmed. I don't even want to think about
Now,
it
what
right
exactly
now.
did the man do?
I'm scared. That's how much that affected me, that situation.
What
So
did
if I had not had a gun at that time, I probably would see more of that man, which I do not want to see,
What did the man do?
and that is bad.
What did the man do?
So I just want to tell
That's
tell
not
every concerned citizen in the state of Texas, purchase a gun, but by all means know how to use it
Safely.
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 Final words?
Get that man.
Random person?
Get that man another shirt. It's a hideous shirt. There's only 2 things that come from Texas, and he represents one of those parties.
Only 2 things come from Texas. Here's a queer pot, cowboy. You don't look like a steer to me. Right kind of narrowed down, don't you think? I was watching you.
He came from Central State Lockup in Pineville. This concludes our safety presentation from the Texas Department of Public Safety. Have a good day, sure shooting.
Aye, aye,